Taboo, I appreciate you so much spending a few minutes with me. Your music meant so much to me, in my school years and even now. I was just playing some this morning and it's just on
Thank
my
you.
playlist.
Thanks, man.
Um, Now, and I'm in full dad mode this week. My daughter just graduated middle school. I'm so proud.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you. And
Yep.
so, doing this episode that you're in, Dora's Song for Poppy in the season 3 of Dora, let's just start with my favorite question here right now is how was it working with your daughter on a project like this?
Dude, well, first of all, being part of such an iconic brand like Dora, representing culture, representing for advocating for the strength in girls. I'm a girl dad. I have boys too. I have two boys, but I'm a girl dad. Like Kobe Bryant, like the late Kobe Bryant. I really appreciate that my daughter can have heroes like Dora that have been around for so many years and continue to inspire our families. Um, be such a beautiful journey. And now to have Jett part of the actual working space and doing something as special as creating music and creating dialogue and just doing stuff that we already do at home. When we're reading books, we're creating characters for our books and having little silly moments. And we just took that same energy and applied it to when we were in the studio recording our characters.
Yeah, it's such an important thing. That's one of the things I wanted to ask you. You grew up in East LA. I grew up
Well,
in the Bay Area,
nice. Yes, sir. East LA.
where
Yep.
we got a lot of mix of cultures there, but we don't see that maybe in other places around the nation, maybe even around the world. How important is it to see characters interact with each other in being bilingual?
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm an advocate for indigenous communities because I'm proud of my tribal roots and I'm proud of my Mexican heritage too. And so to be able to have the bilingual component in TV series, on film, in different streaming services, it's a blessing to be able to champion that and now be part of it and have my daughter be inspired by it because she's also Filipino. So she has the Tagalog experience with my mother in law. She has Spanish. She has English. She's also like, a global traveler because I take her on the road with me, my family with me. So they learn a lot about different communities and different languages. So that being said, it was beautiful to see how much Dora has impacted with bilingual programming, let alone inspiring people who may not speak Spanish to be speaking Spanish. That's beautiful.
Yeah, 25 years. Who would have thought that a brand like that would, and then still going on and on. Who knows how many
Yeah,
more years going forward. Um,
exactly.
Tell me a little bit about Melodia.
Mm. So Melodia was a song that was in my hard drive that I had recorded about over 10 years ago. And it wasn't flushed out though. It was just like a couple of scratch vocals, but it wasn't really thought out. The beat was kind of ancient and old. The drums were dated. So what I did was I took the Melodia scratch files and I added more of an Afrobeat rhythm that's more modern, along with DJ Artek who produced the drums, and then we added the rhythm and the cadence of the flow, right? Because I didn't have any. It was like more like it was just like a scratch vocal, and then you started formulating the lyrics to actually say something, and then I added the harmonies, melodia, re-recorded everything, and made it 2025 version. I submitted it to Richie, and Richie's like, "Yo, dude, this is dope. Why don't we do something where we incorporate your daughter Jett to be part of the episode as a character named Quickatina, who's your daughter, and then we have Dora and make trying to make a song for Poppy, but Melodia is at the epicenter of this whole episode, and we present a new song that is an original song that you wrote to the Nickelodeon family.
That's amazing. So you were involved first, and because how does that work? You were approached first by Nickelodeon to do a song,
No, no,
and
no. I was approached to do the voiceover. That's it. They never hired me to do any music. They already had an in-house team, which is awesome because I was just basically reading the dialogue and whatever musical dialogue I had was written by them. But when I did my first couple episodes, I was like, I want to write a song. That's what I do. Why
yeah,
wouldn't you use my weapons that I already have a great track record with, Black Eyed Peas, and not contribute. Even if they're like, you know what, we don't have room for it. It's okay. At least I got my expression and I got my creativity out. And fortunately, they were open minded. My Nickelodeon family has been gracious, and I'm grateful and thankful that they embraced my song to be part of the 25-year anniversary.
Yeah, so that's actually what I was gonna wrap up with is how do you feel about being included in that album that'll be coming out? That's the Great Dora Fiesta 25th Anniversary
It's
Tribute
dope,
album.
dude. It's dope because it's something that I created with my daughter. Like, I had one version that I created with my team, but then when I started formulating this new version, my daughter was in the room with me, jumping around, singing Melodia. And then we created it so that the harmonies resembled the animals and the characters that are part of that scene with the Dora episode.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Taboo, thank you so much for your time. Let me give you a weird shout out that maybe you haven't gotten in a couple of years. My wife wanted to say shout out to you for the Herbs Gyms in the City because she played with you guys and listened to your music
Yeah,
back
the
in that day.
Simlish. Yeah, dude, that's dope. Yo, check out my new podcast too, bro. It's called Taboos, Comics, and Kicks. It's basically a podcast honoring and celebrating my love for comic books as a comic book writer, toys, action figures, storytelling, and kicks, which is sneaker culture.
Oh, 100%. I'll be checking that out.
Thanks,
So
bro.
I'm gonna let you go, but have a happy Father's Day ahead of time. I know
You
you're
too,
gonna have a
brother.
good one.
Much
And
love.
yeah, and power to girl dads.
Yep.
Take
Peace.
care.